Oh, greetings everyone. Mr. Rona Mac here. Going to do a little tour and update of my Minecraft world, at least as it stands today. Sometimes one project takes entirely too much time, but I am refining fuel now. We're going to get to that in a moment. First, we're going to take a tour down the illustrious Ronin Mac Timesuck pipeline. This pipeline took me entirely too long to build, simply because I need a piece of glue to process all of this pipeline. You can see I've still got oil coming down the pipeline. And I think some of these chunks of oil only move when I'm nearby, so I kind of got to babysit it, but I'm going to go down and show you the well and processing station at the other end, which is very rudimentary, but it's working, so got that going for me. You can see I don't even know how many stacks of waterproof pipe I had to assemble together to build this long pipeline. Somewhere in this swamp was a zombie spawner, and I can't find it again, but I would like to find it because zombie flesh actually makes a pretty decent source of glue rendering. So having a spawner where I could set up a trap and collection point would be awesome, but I've got to do a little more searching. Fortunately, I've been busy making pipes and running them. Don't break the pipe. Okay, so after that long trek, just a short hop across the ground here. This well was shooting way up in the air, but as it went down, I was getting water in the pipes. I ended up having to block off all the sides, and this well goes way down because I actually swam down to the bottom. There's a huge cave down there and an enormous pool of oil, so hopefully this well will keep me in fuel for a while. Okay, so basically the pump's running off of one steam engine right there, and that's going to pump the oil into this tank. And I've got a second steam engine powering the extraction, and that's going to send it in the pipe and along its long trek back to my home base. I don't think I need much more power on these pumps, to be honest, because I don't think it's going to speed up the progress. The only way I could really increase that would be to make high capacity waterproof pipe, and that would be an enormous task. I would have to have stacks and stacks of iron, so I'm going to wait on that probably forever, because by the time I got that many, this well is going to be dry. So I'm just going to pump a pretty good train of oil here, and then we'll head back and go over the stuff I've done with the refinery. Yeah, I'll go ahead and shut it down. Waste of one piece of nether coal, but I've got a lot of nether coal, so I'm not terribly worried about it right now. So even when you shut this pump off, what's in there already, due to Minecraft science, will just keep moving. Hypothetically, I think it gets blocked off when it gets too far away from me. It doesn't move anymore. And eventually it's going to go up there. I got a little bit of coal here. Some pipe. Yeah, I'm probably going to need to load up a little bit of nether coal and bring it out here just to run these pumps for a while. But it actually flows uphill pretty well, so I was concerned about that, but it does end up working. It just takes a long time for the oil to get back home. and that'll be the tail end of that chunk. Alright, so I'm going to head back home and we'll take a look at the refinery process. Catch you in a bit. Alright, we're back at base. The oil is slowly making its way down the tube. I've got a huge tank. This goes all the way down to the first floor. Eventually I'm thinking of moving the refinery upstairs. I'm going to keep building this main base up and up as I need to. Obviously the train station's got to stay here for now, but this is going to be the level I use for refining fuel, and then I may actually extend it out and use part of this upstairs for operating an assembly table, but I'm going to need to build quite a few more combustion engines. Oh, one other thing I got to show you. Because I'm running combustion engines, I need water for cooling, so I made a water pumping station down there, and those are just mechanical engines that pump it up into the house. Go down the ladder. And then it comes in. I had to kind of end around my fuel tank there and up into the 2 combustion engines that I'm running right now. So my refinery has got gates on there that operate these 2 steam engines. So this engine is going to turn on when the pipe is empty. I don't have any fuel in there right now because otherwise it would run non-stop trying to fill the pipe when nothing else is going on. And this one only turns on when the refinery tank is full, which it almost is, so we should see that kick on here shortly. But I'm going to turn on my 2 combustion engines. You can see they've got fuel, and then the water stays full even when they're running at high temperature. Right now I'm just using a bucket to put gas in those, which isn't the best way to do it, but I haven't gotten around to routing a fuel line yet because, like I said, they're probably going to end up moving upstairs shortly. But once this tank gets full of refined fuel, that engine should kick on, and I'm going to put fuel in this engine, and it'll kick on and fill that pipe up, and it'll just keep going till the refinery tanks are full. But this engine here tends to drain out that fuel tank in like 1 pump. But it pumps just a little bit, and then it'll fill back up. It'll pump another little bit. I'm going to have to probably think of resetting this logic gate. I only made 2 to start. If you remember when I had my assembly table and laser running off of the steam engines, and it was running very slow. I just left it running for a while to build some basic stuff. So I've got some chipsets, quite a few redstone chipsets, which are what I need to use to make these regular gates. So the water stays pumping good. Fuel tank is filling pretty well. Once I get that up, I'm going to be able to run my engines pretty much non-stop, I think, which will be nice for the future when I start using some more advanced Buildcraft items, now that I've got a pretty solid supply of Buildcraft power fuel, and I just need to get a nice stack of steel because I'm running out of steel, which I need to make gears, which I need to make more combustion engines. So and these actually run quite a long time before they even go down 1 tick in fuel, so using a bucket's not a huge hassle right now, but if I had them running non-stop unattended, then it would be an issue, but right now it's not. So, what else has changed? I put a rug down. Very exciting stuff, but sometimes you get frustrated making glue and need small projects to make it feel like you're making progress. I was just cooking up some nether coal in here. ahead and put that away. I'll take a couple of these upstairs just to make sure those engines are running, and like I said, eventually I gotta cart some more coal out to the pump site as well. So, well stocked there. Still haven't done any of my major projects outside. I did discover by accident midway through that I could use wool to make glue, which spurred me to start expanding my sheep pen. I need to go out and gather some white sheep because I can't figure out a way to undye these once they're dyed. But I'm getting a lot of different colored wool. I would like to get at least one pair of white sheep as well, and then I need to get, you know, one of every color. So I'm going to have orange, brown. Actually, that one is orange, brown, and purple, and all the nice stuff. Haven't moved my kiln yet, just because I've been eating it so much. Oh goodness, I forgot those guys were down there grinding. I'll take a break on that for now, just because the screaming gets annoying really quick. I tend to leave it going and head out and do other stuff, just to drown out the screaming of grinding netherrack. But I'm going to need that stuff because I did make a big stack of urns. Well, not quite a full stack anymore, but I do have some soul urns inside. And I want to get at least a stack of soul forged steel so I can start making more combustion engines, and even more important, some of the cooler stuff for Buildcraft. Running really low on gold. I did go downstairs for a little mining excursion. I thought I had. Let's see. Well, but we're going to go downstairs and explore an abandoned mine shaft that I found. So I'm going to meet you guys downstairs. 1 second. Alright, elevator going down. Not a whole lot changed down here. I did get the elevator running again. I set up a little train station here simply because I was seeing how far I could go blast mining straight down here, and ended up getting to be a really long walk, so I'm building a rail line as I go, which is a little more manageable because it tends to be in chunks of 1 or 2 powered railed sections at a time, so it's not too tedious as trying to do it all at one time would be, like running that stupid monorail by the pipeline. And runaway cart, but I need a stopper rail. I should probably unpower this one until, yeah, I'll leave it for now. But anyhow, once I got down here, I ran out of mining charges. I decided to go to the side, and I discovered a little bit of a cave. I was following the sound of that lava as I was digging, and then I came into a cave system, which is pretty thoroughly explored other than one avenue. And then I get a huge crevasse here. I've been around here getting as much iron as I can. I tend to leave coal because I have so much of it. And the last way I checked was the back way here, and that's where I ended up finding the abandoned mine shafts. So I figured I'd wait until after I got my pipeline running to explore this. If I can remember, I think it's this way. And I'm hoping, beyond hope, that I can find some watermelon seeds, because in all my hours of Minecraft I have yet to grow a watermelon. So I got that to look forward to. Okay, and then we get down to the new trench and the base of however big of a mine shaft this is, I don't know. There was a chest right on this side which I tapped into, and of course it was filled with pumpkin seeds. Oh, I really should have brought some potions, but such is as it is. There's the chest that I opened already. So it's empty. I'm not going to get too busy mining stuff to start with. Might have noticed I've got a flaming enchant on this battle axe, so it's going to go down a level. It goes upstairs too. Well, I can gather up some mine track here once I... Ooh, please, watermelon seeds. Of course, more pumpkin seeds. How exciting. Well, I guess I'll just hop down. I can always build my way back up. Of course, there's a creeper right there. It's gonna be one of them kind of caves. This thing's going everywhere, forever. Boy, this place is just a Tangletown mess. Good heavens. Loop-de-loops and whippity-whips. At some point, I'm going to run into cave spiders here. I know it. Alright, I gotta block this up. That's a nice chunk of gold. Two for one, even better. Alright, I am going to bop around here for a little while longer, and I'll be back if I find anything incredibly interesting, like watermelon seeds. Alright, I've officially become so horribly lost, I don't think I shall ever find my way home. I'm pretty sure I didn't come through the water. It seems like I'm walking in circles. I keep coming to the same place, and I can't find my way out. So, shortly I shall start crying, but hopefully, eventually, I'll find the way I came in. Boy. And get out of here, but I don't know. I'm never getting out of here. Oh my god, this might be it. Yes, this is it. Alright. Well, I ended up having to make a chest inside there, and I stashed a bunch of the less useful things. So at some point I'm going to have to come back and get that, but for now I'm going to call it a day and get out of here because I ran in circles for at least a half an hour, if not more, and it was ridiculous. Yep, this is definitely the way home. Very happy. We'll see you in a bit. Alright, I just stopped to collect a little bit of obsidian on the way since I had a little bit of room in the inventory now. Never know when I'm going to need that. I did notice I had my window minimized because I quit playing to take a break when I was lost for so long, and I forgot to maximize the window, but we got that rectified. So I'm going to hop on my train, take a ride back, and we'll see you up top once everything's processed and finish up for today's update. Alright, just take a look at what I got here. I found quite a bit of lapis, which, like I said, is actually a little more useful in this mod than vanilla. And again, that's something I like about the Better Than Wolves and Buildcraft. They make seemingly useless things become a little more useful, like the lapis. And as I found out earlier, the sheep, instead of just making colored wool, which is nice and all, but not really functional, I can use the wool to make glue. Unfortunately, I found that out very late in my glue-seeking, water pipe-making adventures while building the Timesuck pipeline. But everything you learn is something you don't have to learn again. So, got a little bit of gold, which is nice. Didn't find any diamonds, but my last couple of excursions I did, so sorry about that. Family interruption. I think I had some nether coal cooking. Gotta get to putting this stuff away and getting situated here. I feel like I've been gone for years, lost in the dungeons below. I did manage to get a ender pearl, which is nice because they're being pretty stingy with those. Even when I do see endermen outside, they're not turning over pearls to me. So I'm going to go ahead and get the stuff put away, and then we'll wrap it up. Alright, well, it looks like while I was gone, the refinery filled out my fuel tank, so I've got plenty of fuel. I actually had to take the coal out of these two because they keep intermittently working, or at least this one does, as the thing flows up and down. A little bit of a dip in my oil, but can always get to pump more. But with this amount of fuel, I think I'm going to be set for a little while until I start doing some major projects. But I'll be able to play with a lot of this Buildcraft stuff now, which will be cool. Once I get some steel, I can get engines. And maybe next week I'll have a quarry or something really cool going. So that'll be it for this week. Until later, take it easy guys, and we'll see you next.